The market tries to rebound but sinks into its support area. Can the bull step in? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should be continuing lower into our support area, and that's exactly what we saw. The market tried to rebound hard, but could not take out the highs, and then sold off late in the day to new lows into our support area. Now the question is the move down over? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so the market gave us an ABC type setup, so let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you know we track this move up pretty well, and then we're looking for this pullback we got on Fed Day, which we did get, and then they tried to rebound pretty hard. So what this is looking like right now is we got the move down yesterday from the Fed, the bounce up in B, so you got an A wave down, a B wave up, and then you're getting the C wave down, and that C wave should target around the 39.32 area. Now, if they did bottom up here around 39.50, there are a few different scenarios. One, it could just be the bottom, and we're on our way up to start wave 1 of 3, okay? 2, it could be a larger ABC, where this ABC down to where the arrow is was A. Then you get a little bit bigger of a B wave, and then you get C down deeper into our support area, which you would expect off of a diagonal. So that is possible that this move down is just the A wave, then you get B, and then you get C down from there. Okay, so that is one possibility. The other possibility, obviously, is that the bottom is in. So you would look for a pretty strong rally from this point up in 5 waves to give us wave 1 of 3. Then you'd look for a wave 2 of 3 pullback, and then a takeoff. So if you get a high up around this high, and then a pullback, and then they come back up and take out both of these highs, whatever high they make here, as well as the high from yesterday, okay, that is a very bullish sign. And we have a lot of bullish indicators as well. The MACDs are crossed and bullish on the dailies, and we have bottoming signals as well as the overall structure. So the overall structure and indicators are bullish, but we do have a bearish pattern as well, just in case they do fail. Okay, this could be essentially a wave 1 down, but really sometimes it's hard to tell with these just straight down moves. You don't get very many zigs and zags in them, but this was very overlapping on the way down. It looks very corrective, and then you got this move up, and then this move down was overlapping up here at the top as well, and then it moved down, but you could count it as a little 1, 2, and then you get wave 1 in these smaller breakdowns. We call them nested 1-2s of the bigger wave 3 of 3 that we're talking about. It gets a little complex there, but you'd be looking for a move up and then a break of the low. Okay, so you'd get that little 1-2, 1-2, and then you get a very strong 3 down, and that would break through our support area, and that would give us an indication that we're on our way breaking down in that bigger C wave that we talked about toward 2,900 to 2,500. So that's something to keep an eye on, is if they break down through our support and ultimately breaking last week's low here down around the 38.39 area, that would be a strong indication that the bear move is on and we're looking down from there. And then one other thing to consider here, guys, especially as I look more and more at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's looking to complete a move higher. And what we could see on the ES is the NASDAQ complete its move higher and this be wave 3 here. So instead of this being wave 3, wave 3 would move up to where this 5 is, and this would be wave 4 down. And then we look for one more high to make wave 5 in conjunction with the NASDAQ finishing off its wave up, and then we'd look for a sharp pullback from there. So that is also a possibility if they make a direct move over this high without giving us a wave 1 and 2 setup. Okay, that would be more indicative of wave 5 topping instead of wave 3. So again, a direct move higher from here or a little bit lower. I mean, it doesn't have to be from exactly here, but a direct move higher without a 1-2 setup. So if it just moves and takes out this in one wave up, okay, that would be more indicative of a wave 5 up. Okay, so this 5 would just move over 1, and then this would just be wave 3. And then we'd look for a sell-off from there. So again, on this move up, if it's going to be wave 3, you'd look for a 1-2 setup like this. If it's going to be a wave 5 that takes out the high, you're looking for a direct wave higher over that top. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, the NASDAQ continues to do its thing, playing pretty good fib pinball the whole way up. Okay, they held where they were supposed to and gave the bounce. Okay, so this could technically be wave 1 of this wave 5. And then you got the pullback in 2 here. and then you would look for a start up toward the 13,600 area. Based on where this wave topped, if this was a wave 1, we would look for it to get closer to this 13,600 area, not this 13,258 area. So we could see that, or it is also very possible we're looking at a slightly bigger ABC, which would land us right in our support zone here, just under the 1.0 extension. Then we'd look for the move higher as well in conjunction with ES's move higher and its wave 5. So two possibilities on the NASDAQ there to the upside. To the downside, we still have the same parameter. Hold 12,490. As long as we're above 12,490 and continue and get this wave 5 up, that is a 5-wave up pattern and it's bullish. Below 1290 before we get this 5th wave up is a warning to the bulls that we may not be completing this as smoothly as they had hoped. It may be a choppy move higher, but ultimately a break of last week's low is the key. If they break last week's low, that is an indication we could be heading lower in a big way, down toward the 7,000 to 5,000 region on the NASDAQ. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there and make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our training program, Elliott Wave for Beginners. You can see here we got all the videos in here on how I teach Elliott Wave, and that does come with both membership plans. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training materials you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. Something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can make some money together. All right, key takeaways for today. A few different options here. We're kind of left wondering if the bottom is in. We might get a spike lower toward the 39.35 area before we go higher. It could be a bigger ABC. Ultimately, what we're looking for is support to hold and the next move higher. Now, whether that move higher is a wave 5, that would be a single wave higher, or start of wave 3, which would be a 3-wave move higher. So you'd get wave 1 of 3 up, wave 2 of 3 down, and then the 3rd wave would take out this high. Okay, that would be indicative of wave 3 higher. So a single wave, wave 5, a triple wave, wave 3. And that would be our next move up. Now, if they do break down through support and ultimately break last week's low, that is a very bearish sign and points us deep into the SP 500. Over on the NASDAQ, still playing pinball. We could see a little bit lower into our support area before seeing higher, or we have a 1-2 setup that points us closer to that 13,600 area. Ultimately, we need to hold 12,490 to complete a more impulsive move up. Otherwise, a break of last week's low is very bearish. Guys, it's the weekend. Get out of your house. Enjoy your family. It's spring now. Have some fun. Get away from the computer, and I will talk to you next week.